Roger Ver is one of the biggest promoters of cryptocurrencies when they first burst onto the scene more than 10 years ago. These days, he is promoting mostly Bitcoin Cash because of its ease of use and low transaction fees, making it more advantageous than other cryptocurrencies and fiat cash. He spoke to SK Newsline as to why he believes Bitcoin Cash has grown so rapidly in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Yeah, I think there's two reasons for that. In the last couple of years, the tooling to make it easy for people to use has really improved in a huge way. So the Bitcoin.com wallet is amazing in terms of how easy it is to use. And then there's these cash register apps called the Bitcoin Cash Register app, or POS.cash is the website for it. It makes it so any merchant can start taking Bitcoin Cash in like 30 seconds. So it's really just become super, super easy for people to use. And then I have to give credit to where credit is due. There's a man named Sunny Gahani running around St. Kitts as well, who's just a bundle of energy, showing anyone and everyone he can get to listen how this works. And so actually, right before we hopped on the call, I was talking to another friend of mine who went to medical school in St. Kitts. And he said he was used to send money back to St. Kitts via Western Union to somebody there. Now he's using Bitcoin Cash, and it's faster, cheaper, and more reliable than Western Union the old way was. So it's really neat to see how quickly it has been spreading.
At the time of this report, well over 125 establishments in St. Kitts and Nevis accept Bitcoin Cash as a method of payment, and Mr. Ver is pushing for more establishments to come on board. He also wants the authorities to be more open in allowing for the easier use of Bitcoin Cash in the country, and he's prepared to meet with them to make this possible.
Yeah, I hope the central banks will enter the cryptocurrency space, but enter it based on the merit of the cryptocurrencies that they launch and compete on a level playing field with everybody. And people can decide if they want to use Zcash or Bitcoin Cash or some other digital currency out there. The more choices consumers have, the better off they are. So the more choices in the market, the better. And I'm looking forward to competing and cooperating with central banks on the market to build better tools for people all over the world to have access to. And Bitcoin Cash is just one example of many.
So essentially, you are open to discussions with the central bank about.
I would love to help them. I hope they reach out to me.
All right, but then again, Roger, one of the advantages of Bitcoins and all cryptocurrencies is that it's not centralized. It doesn't have a centralized body overseeing it. Would not engaging the central bank sort of be the opposite of that, or put that in a position where it is centralized?
Well, it's just one centralized user of a decentralized system. And so I think that's fine. But at the end of the day, whatever's the most useful to the biggest number of people in the world, or what's going to be used by the biggest number of people. And if the central bank doesn't have something that's useful, people aren't going to use their product anymore. But I'm happy to help them come up with a useful product for people. All they have to do is reply to my previous contact requests.
Mr. Ver has been traveling around the world promoting the use of Bitcoin Cash. He's also a citizen of St. Kitts and Nevis, having acquired his passport through the Citizenship by Investment program a few years ago. We will have more from our interview with Roger Ver in subsequent reports. I'm Andre Huey for SKN Newsline.